Omera Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeOmeraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeOmeraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeOmeraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Oscar, if I had to explain it in 2 words, it would be these 2 words.
Okay.
Olympic fever.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's ready for Sochi, and what we have here is there are some worries. People are concerned. And so we have a get. I always like to start the show with a good interview.
I love when you book good guests.
Thank you. This guy is named Theodore Kaligboski, and he is the Director of Security for the Sochi Olympics. Theodore, are you there?
Grazie. Prego. Buenos dias.
You can speak to us in English.
Okay, I try to, with international flavor of games, I try to, do everything possible to have international approach to dialogue with citizens of the world.
Because you're talking to everybody, right?
Yes, but you can call me by my proper name that you might have heard before. My name is Teddy KGB. I'm Director of Security for Sochi Olympic Games 2014.
Mr. KGB.
Hello, Oscar, and thanks for enthusiasm for introduction.
I know that this is probably your, I would say, 13th interview of the morning.
Yes, I making rounds of various news agencies to tell everyone, hey, don't get your boob in a ringer. This is great. Sochi Games safe as taking cat out for walk in snow.
Taking what?
It's as safe as if you let your cat
Your
out.
what?
Your cat.
What is the cat?
Are you saying
It's
cat?
it's domestic animal with whiskers. Your cat.
Oh, a cat.
Don't let, I believe in America you have the expression, don't let the cat out of the bag.
That's true.
Right?
Right.
Okay. So
What time? Are you in Sochi now?
I'm in Sochi now. I'm
What
outside,
time is
just
it?
outside, about 25 miles outside of Sochi. I'm at Bravo.
What time? Oh, well, really?
Yeah, we drink vodka till 3 o'clock in the morning here at,
Nice.
everyone pick lady and we go back. I had a wonderful gymnastic activity with Ludmilla.
Now, what time is it over there?
I don't know. I don't have watch. I don't carry watch.
You don't have a watch?
No, it's basically same in Russia as we have done for years. Sun come up, time to go to work. Sun go down, time to end work. Summertime, rules change, modified slightly, try to estimate.
Because and Sochi is actually a beach village, isn't it?
It's a warm climate. That's why I don't understand. I thought somewhat misguided that they actually had games in one part of Russia. Hello?
Teddy, if you
Yes.
don't mind, I'm looking at your bio here.
Oscar Santana from Bolivia.
Yeah, look at you.
Yes,
How do you know
Bolivia.
that?
They will be represented at Winter Games, one athlete.
Do you have
That's so true.
Do you have like a file on all of us?
Yeah, I have files on everything because I'm Director of Security. I have to know what's going on, and I'm here to reassure Americans it will be safe.
Oh, so it'd be what?
It will be safe.
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 Say.
Oh, you're troublesome, Spivak.
It says here that you're not just a security guy. You used to be a former Olympian.
Yes, I was Olympian in
Really?
Olympic Games.
Yes.
Yes, I
84.
84.
Yeah.
I was ice dancer.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was ice dancer. And, I know what you're thinking.
Yes.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, and besides, illegal in my country, okay?
I understand. Did you dance to the music of Frank Stallone?
No, as a matter of fact, we danced to Bee Gees.
Oh, the
Bee
Bee
Gees.
Gees.
Okay.
Yes, what's the song we did? Staying alive, and we danced. We had great white suit. I had great white sparkling suit, and we should have won. We came in 132nd.
And I think that's actually lucky that they allowed you to stay alive, which
Yes.
is something of a concern
Oh,
over there.
back in those days, let me tell you something. You come in 132nd, you have to go and see Boris.
There's a message you could give to our national audience right now that's traveling to Sochi. What would that message be?
Don't get boob caught in the ringer over being uptight. You get tickets. A lot of American, I like to say a lot of American vaginas. I'm sorry.
Oh.
A lot of American vaginas have really decided, oh, my son or daughter is performing in games, but I'm not going to go because I'm afraid. You have nothing to worry about. I assure you, I have put in measures that make sure Sochi games are very, very safe. Entire perimeter of Sochi Olympics is a wooden fence.
A wooden fence? How tall?
It's 4 or 5 feet.
That's not even allowed to, like, around a pool. That's not even a privacy
But
fence.
the fence tells you, psychologically, the fence tells you, hey, bad guys, stay away.
You're
No
playing
problem at all.
mind games. You're playing
That's
mind
right.
games with the
And
criminals.
it's guarded.
By whom?
A guard.
Okay, very good. One guard.
Yes.
What's his name?
Let me see. Yuri.
Yuri the guard is
Yuri
going to
guard.
make sure that
Yuri
everything...
the guard guards 5-foot wooden fence. I think the fence you would call in America split rail.
Oh, very
Rob,
handsome.
I've got a
split
picture.
rail that you keep horses in.
I've got a picture of the fence here.
Oh,
You've got
good.
a nice, it looks to be black and orange sign. It says no terrorism.
That's right. That's right. And I have instructed Yuri in best English. Anyone that comes up says, hey, don't cross horse fence to get into Sochi, or you'll find out that orange is the new black.
I have a question. If we can step back, you said you have files on all
Step
of us.
back, I'm on telephone. If I step back, I might fall over an apartment. This is only 300 square feet.
Just this is a tiny brothel.
You ask Russian in Russian apartment to step back, you risk the warrior. He's on 8th floor. He might fall to death.
Now, do you have a file on me?
I do.
What does it say?
He says, jolly comedian man. jolly comedian, large-headed man with horny father.
That's true.
Oh.
Now,
Yes.
and Oscar's file says what?
He says, former Bolivian boy with overachieving siblings and great sad relationship with father.
Now, this will surprise me if you have this kind of intel,
Yes.
this kind of detail. Do
Yes.
you have any sort of file?
Hey, I got a question for you before you ask a question of me.
Of course, yes.
You like to play poker with me?
I like to what?
Would you like to play poker with me?
Oh,
You come
poker
over,
cards?
We play your American Texas Hold'em style
look
with
at you.
poker. You come over to Sochi. We have
Gamer.
game. I got game going all the time. I got bankroll. I'm a big government official. I have big bankroll.
You're a
Right
whale.
check.
You're a whale.
I'm not. I don't go that far. I don't
Really?
Get to, no, I don't get to your American city of Las Vegas. But I will tell you something. I'd like to go someday. I love to stay at Excalibur.
Classy.
I gamble all night and then play around like I'm Knight of the Round Table.
Now, my
That's
question
what it's like, right? Everyone?
That's what you like?
Guards in suits of armor?
well, they don't have guards. They just have decorations.
The damsels in distress on
No,
every
There's a
floor?
roller coaster.
They have roller coasters.
Yeah.
I like that. We have one roller coaster outside of Sochi, but it's made out of rotten wood.
Oh,
Yes, very, very bad.
maybe you could reinforce it when you take the fence down.
That would be a brilliant idea. You could come and work for us.
Now, my last question is, do you have a file?
Do you have cat?
A what?
Do you have a cat?
No, I have a dog.
You have what is dog's name?
Dog is named Linus.
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 What kind of name is Linus?
Is named after one of the saints, isn't it? Saint Linus?
Saint Linus?
Yes, in the Bible.
Oh, Saint Linus of Aquarius.
No, Aquinas, isn't
Okay, whatever. What is the question you have for Teddy KGB?
it? Theodore, do you have a file, intel file on Matthew Bloom?
Oh, let me look. Hold on. Let me go through. Hold on.
Oh, he's checking the file.
The papers.
Bloom.
Too many papers.
Is that B-L-O-O-M or is that B-L-U-M?
B-L-U-H-M.
Oh, Jesus.
It's going to be up in a second. Yeah.
B-L-U-H-M.
Yeah.
Howard.
No.
Ron. No. Joe.
No, Matthew.
Matthew.
Or Matt.
Michael.
Matthew.
Maureen.
No, not
No.
Maureen.
Matthew.
Although, save that one.
Okay. Matthew. What is middle initial?
Matt, what is your middle?
That's D for David.
I have Matthew T.
D, as in David.
D.
Matthew David Bloom.
Yeah, what you got?
Heavy smoker.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Do you need to get fit? Fitter? More flexible? Or and less fatter? Then join the Butterfield Discount Gymnasium. My gymnasium is absolutely half full with state-of-the-art equipment, with everything you need to get healthier and fitter, except water. Becoming a member of the Butterfield Discount Gymnasium just couldn't be easier. All you need are 7 different forms of identification, a list of all your relatives dating back 625 years, a letter from your milkman, and exactly £4 in 50p pieces. And remember, please bring a coat. We don't have any central heating in the gymnasium, so you will get cold. Guaranteed. Once you've signed up, we'll give you your membership card. Oh, hang on, this isn't you. And every new member will receive this free sports bag. K-Rick.
What can I keep in that?
Anything you want. It's up to you. The Butterfield Discount Gymnasium. Join now.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
We are live from the Cabby Pfeiffer Studios. This is the Mike O'Mara Show, broadcasting all over the planet. We're powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 22 million downloads. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and we are heard over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJJ in the heart of the heartland. Go Hawks!
Yeah, Hawks!
Nice.
The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners in the world. Why?
Why, Teddy?
Because they get it. They get it. Our show today is brought to you by Stamps.com. Hey, listen.
Yes.
Why do I sound a little muddier than normal?
You sound good. You sound hot.
Bring down my low end.
Yes.
I've never asked that before.
No.
Listen up. If you haven't heard, postage rates have changed again. So you know what that means. The post office will be even more crowded than usual.
Yes.
Boo. That's why I use Stamps.com and we do on the show. Stamps.com lets you do everything that you would do at the post office, and you can do it right from your desk. You can buy and print postage on demand for any letter or package with your own computer and printer. Stamps.com will even send you a digital scale that plugs right into your computer, and that'll calculate official U.S. postage for any class of mail. Print the postage you need the instant you need it. Then the mailman picks it up. It goes to the post office. They put it on a conveyor belt. They get to where it goes. No, whatever.
You know what it is, Mike? It's postage on demand.
That's right.
It's easy.
We've used Stamps.com for months. We love it, and it gets even better for our listeners. Listen to this.
Yes.
A 30-day free, no-risk trial and $110 bonus offer, including a digital scale and up to $55 in free postage. And all you have to do is go to Stamps.com and click on the microphone and use our code TMOS. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com, and before you do anything else, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in TMOS. Remember, because I haven't reminded you enough in this commercial.
Yes, one more time.
Stamps.com and enter the code TMOS.
Well, you know, Mike, everyone is busy. It's cold outside. They get forgetful.
Baby, it's cold outside.
-5.
Oy.
I don't want to be in the post office. Baby, it's cold outside. Anyway, Stamps.com makes it easy. Thank you for that.
Can we ever record that duet? I've always wanted to sing that with you.
So gay.
It's not gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that
No.
at all, especially if you're going to Sochi.
It shows concern. It says
Yes.
what it is that it's very cold outside, and I don't want you to go out there.
Right.
Your wife isn't going for her walk today.
It is that cold, and the baby has the 6-month checkup today.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have to take him out on this. That's sad.
The baby has the 6-month checkup today and the baby tonight. And some might say, well, Mr. and Mrs. O'Mara, you've been shirking your responsibilities as parents. But yes, we have.
Parents.
We've had the baby with us in the marital bed or the little bassinet next to the bed for the 6 months. And tonight,
Oh, yeah.
Is the big night?
Hell Week begins tonight.
It's not easy.
Oh, and it's so chilly in that room.
It's but we've got.
I slept in there.
But we've got a space heater too.
Oh, that's good.
So
Leave the
we've got-
baby
so
that's
unattended
safe.
with the space
Yeah.
heater. Now you're making it worse.
That's not flammable.
And the space heater is over by the can of kerosene.
Yeah.
In case it needs to be filled.
Hey, you know what? You got to select him. He needs to be played in.
Oh,
You want
he
to play
does.
him then?
Yeah, so find something when we're talking here.
Back
So-
to the arson. So, you're telling me that you are going to take that wonderful bedroom that you have, wonderful nursery, and you're going to put one space heater next to your baby, and hopefully that'll work out?
To be perfectly honest with you, the heating system was tweaked.
Okay.
Yesterday, when you were there, you alerted me to that fact.
Yeah, I said, hey, there's cold air coming out of there.
No, Mike Lucas explained to me how I'm supposed to run that system, and
He said, first of all, don't let Oscar stay here.
Don't let Oscar stay there and mess with
everything.
it. So here's the thing. What I do is when it's really cold like this, you run your fan, and the heater comes on and off. But the air is constantly circulating in those rooms, and that's the way he told me to do it.
It does feel toasty today.
Yeah, he told me to do that when I mentioned to him that you were concerned. Because I went upstairs, I said, yeah, these rooms are a little more chilly than they need to be, because the front of this house is colder because it's the older part of the house. And so when Mike Lucas put that phenomenal CB Lucas heating system
Of course.
You've got what looks to be a commercial grade outside of your house.
I do, and it works, but the thing is you got to use it correctly, and he likes all the air to circulate in that upper level.
Smart, probably smart.
So that's what we're doing. So I think tonight
okay.
is the night, and but it's going to be
really tough.
What kind of monitor do you have running in there?
Got a video monitor now,
Ustream.
and it's an infrared.
Does Pony run it?
It's Pony runs it from his house.
He's here all night?
Pony sits there with a martini, and it's linked to his house.
That sounds great.
And
the baby just moved.
And so we're
More
sitting
gin.
there. We do it tonight. I'll have a report for you tomorrow because it's been a rough weekend with the baby, and now the baby goes to the doctor, 6-month checkup. I can't be there. It's an 11:30 appointment today, so Carla, good luck with the baby.
Shots.
Yeah, shots.
Oh, it's tough.
I like shots. Why do I feel like I know more about your son than you do?
How did you know about the shots?
Well, I went back there and I had a little conversation. I saw little Michael crying, and I said, well, those tears would freeze outside right now. Let's not take that walk today.
You can break those tears off the face, yeah.
No, he's a brave little guy, and I'll tell you all about Saturday night because we didn't get to it yesterday.
Please.
But before we do that, we have a very special celebrity guest who is in our studio, hungover, and shocker. He's hungover.
When I just want to paint the picture. When I pulled
and incidentally, when you announce that right out of the gate, that means you really are hungover.
Yeah. When I was coming into the house today, I saw Jimmy's subtle blue automobile coming up your street.
Yes.
And he pulled up next to me, rolled down the window in the 8-degree temperature, and smiled. He had sunglasses with one lens in them. There they are. There they are.
So a little rough night for you last night, James?
It's the first night out since
December.
God. With you in Florida, I've had a break.
Yeah, it's all me. Wow. So it's good.
We really should keep them apart with that fence.
Jimmy is here in honor of Super Bowl week because the entire gang is going to be going out to Jimmy's Old Town Tavern
for the blizzard
on Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, we're not going to have it. I was so bummed. It's going to be like 39 degrees at game time up in New Jersey, and that pisses me off.
Why?
Because I wanted a total weather disaster like everybody else.
Yeah.
I wanted it to snow or sleet or something.
But they were saying that if there was going to be snow or sleet, they were going to move it to Monday.
Oh, if they did that.
They were threatening to.
Really?
They were.
Oh, that would so
And there
suck.
is something in the NFL rule book that says they have the ability to do that if it will compromise the safety and comfort of the spectator. I believe that's how it's phrased.
Okay, here's the thing. When did the safety and comfort of the spectator change between playoff games, championship games, and the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
They can handle like a regular season game where it's 11 degrees below zero in Green Bay, but they can't do it at the Super Bowl. God, that sucks.
And also, when they booked an outside game in February in New Jersey, when did they say, wait, do you think it might be chilly?
I love
people
the
don't
idea.
show.
I love that. Well, they're saying that some of the people might completely candy ass out. Let me tell you something. If you're going to go to a game in 38-degree weather, that, unless you prepare for that, you're outside for 3.5, 4 hours. That is something you need to prepare for.
At the Superb Owl, Mike, you will be outside. You'll be outside for 7 hours.
You know where
they're saying that there's going to be like airport-like security to get in.
Really?
Yeah.
My old man took me when I was a kid when the New York Giants played. They were having. This is how old I am.
You were playing the Boston Redskins.
Sammy Baugh and I.
Leather helmets.
Sammy Baugh said. I remember we watched Sammy Baugh when he was just a baby.
Right.
He was like 21 right out of college. No, he didn't go to college.
AFL?
I think it was right after the Depression.
It really had helped boost the morale of America right after the crash.
Harvard Gale. Was Uncle Dave there?
Uncle Dave and I were enjoying a red hot smoke. A half smoke. And we're sitting there, and the New York Giants were building Giant Stadium in the Meadowlands.
Oh.
They had moved out of I am old.
Yes.
They had moved out of Yankee Stadium, and
because they used to play in Yankee Stadium,
and their
right?
transition stadium was the Yale Bowl in New Haven, Connecticut. My father was from New Haven, and we would drive down from Hartford, Connecticut during I think for maybe 3 years in a row. I got to see 3 games.
Did your dad
and it was
let
a
you?
Big deal.
When you would start the drive, would your dad let you turn the crank to start the car?
Well, no, I would go out and I would basically feed the horses.
They had to leave Friday night, clearly.
I remember, speaking of weather, we had one of the worst ice storms in the state of Connecticut, and the game was against the Minnesota Vikings before that ice storm really hit.
Back then, what people don't know is they were really Vikings.
It's just going to rain right now.
Here we go.
It's going to rain on me right now. I know it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
We were throwing snowballs at the Minnesota Viking. I remember this, and he was fending them off with his shield. I didn't care. I didn't care about the game because that's the most fun I've ever had at any sporting event. Hey, we threw a snowball at the Minnesota Vikings. Fantastic.
Kill the mascot.
And then got home, and I remember, we were out of power for 2 weeks. I remember my mom got sick because she was using that. That was the when they first had those little Duraflame logs when they came out, and the chemicals, because that's all we were using for heat in the house.
You didn't know any better.
And she got nasty,
man.
Do you
sick
remember
because of the chemicals that were involved in
as
that.
a kid when
she never recovered.
When their selling point was use these wax and chemical logs, and the flames are wonderful colors.
Yes.
Yeah. Why did we not think we were getting cancer?
Like if you were burning magazines.
Exactly. It's like, look, the flames are green.
This warning to Mary O'Mara, please do not use them to cook food for your family.
I used to put like 5 of them in there at once.
Mom has made more of her carcinogen popcorn.
I remember running up the driveway to get the mail because they were delivering the mail, and it was
That's all you had.
There were so many pine trees. We lived in a pine grove.
Express.
This is going to get worse. He's just not.
I mean, you're digging a hole.
He is so off the aircraft carrier right now.
No, this is fine because Dad was at the mill. And little Mike, his only connection to the outside world was the mail. And the mail came on the second Tuesday of the month.
Pony Express.
And it was so exciting.
We had so many little scrub pines in our lot in our house because they were snapping like just balsa wood because of all the ice that was on them. And I remember running up with the limbs and the pines coming down, running up to get the mail was actually a dangerous little activity.
Wow.
Probably more dangerous now that the way I thought about it then, probably a little more dangerous than really it was. But it was
most
scary.
danger was the fact that Christmas you did not get your normal pair of shoes. And so all you had was rags around your feet.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It was a scene like that. I don't know how this effing started, but it's Super Bowl Sunday, and we're all going to be in the warm comfort. You can have are the heaters working?
Yeah, we got CB Lucas.
That's good. He's coming out to do it. We're going to be at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern in Herndon, Virginia.
It'll be warm.
I'm so delighted that the Moody's have made their reservation already.
Yes.
That Barb and Chuck have already made their reservation.
They made it a few months ago, actually.
It is our chance, and it hopefully will always be our chance to have our little winter gathering with our listeners. Nothing special other than us just hanging out.
That's it.
It's just to hang. We're gonna watch the game.
Well,
I do
there is
have an
one
idea.
thing. There is one thing. I was hoping to have the return of Old Queen Trivia.
We could do trivia, or we could do Let's Make a Deal.
Let's make a deal. Would you host that?
Can you turn up number 6, please?
Yes.
Gee, I thought we weren't going to have games.
We don't have to do anything.
You enjoyed Old Queen Trivia last year.
Did you do Old Queen Trivia?
Well,
in
Rob
between
keeps
the
winning.
commercials?
No, it was before the game.
Oh, before the game? You do whatever you want before the game.
Yeah, I thought we
you
could-
work the
Do you want me
poll
to bring
before
out the
the
big
game.
trivia board?
No. All I need is a microphone and a chance to get rid of a few of those T-shirts out of Mike's
Did you
attic.
say work the poll?
Work the poll.
I'm not going to work the
Rob
poll.
on the stripper pole that they have at Jimmy's.
Yeah, they better reinforce that poll.
We'll have tons of giveaways.
Lots of giveaways.
We're doing it
it's
by
outside.
weight this year?
Well, clearly.
Now, I know that Jimmy
We have some inventory.
and I were
take it
talking
away.
about Jimmy's menu because of the fact that it's Denver. Jimmy is putting Rocky Mountain oysters, which are bull's balls.
Don't tell them what they are.
On the menu. Well, you're the one that texted me the picture of the
know.
testicles.
Mike,
We're
we
gonna-
try
Rob,
to
we're going
celebrate
to. Oh, this is the
the
menu.
region.
This is the actual menu.
We try to
look at
celebrate
this.
the region of both teams. So we
Right.
have stuff for
There's a
Seattle.
novel concept.
How many packages of Skittles do you have in the kitchen right now?
about a box, a big box from Price called.
Oh, you went to Costco, of course.
Got the big box.
How did the Capitals score the afternoon game again?
Right. So we'll see you at 12:30 for the Caps game.
The 7 in a row losing Capitals.
Well, they're on a hot streak.
Not
This
as
is
bad
when
as
they're gonna
Buffalo.
win.
I'm not really that concerned this year about that because they'll lose that game. So it's a
What's
lock.
your new Florida team going to be?
I have no idea. I'm in a state of flux. Everybody knows this that knows me. I love my Washington Capitals.
You can't switch teams.
I'm not going to switch teams.
He can, and he will.
No.
He's done it before.
Do they have a
In hockey, I have.
You have?
Multiple times.
I just know you as a Capitals
Is there
fan.
a senior hockey league for older people?
Wow, are you still doing the older thing
know,
with me?
I'm just thinking.
Haven't you pounded that into the ground yet? No.
I'm still having a good time.
No,
with
my
it.
original hockey team that I rooted for was the Boston Bruins.
Okay.
Okay, but that wasn't a. I mean,
I grew up
from Boston
I grew up.
to the Capitals.
I grew up, and then the Whalers, the New England Whalers of the old I've gone through this before.
Yes.
The New England Whalers of the old WHA moved to my home city of Hartford, Connecticut. Then they became the
Gordie
Hartford
Howe.
Whalers, and they were actually an NHL team. I had an NHL team. I had a major league team in my home city. It was amazing. So I became a Hartford Whalers fan. When I went away to college, they sold the Whalers. There's the theme song for the Whalers. Now Brackenberry and Selwood want to go, and there they go. Right Hands by Kurt Brackenberry.
Oh, you want that?
Forever and I talked about Bill Butters, a conspicuous absentee in period number 1.
And here comes Butters.
He's out there drawing a minor penalty. Larry throwing some punches at Larry Plow.
Larry Plow went after him, too, and that gives you some idea. If you're a regular follower
Now
of the
Brackenberry and
Whalers,
Selwood want to go.
Brackenberry and Selwood want to go, and here they go.
Right
Brackenberry
hands.
and Selwood. Brackenberry
Al
gets 2
Smith.
right hands. Selwood wrestling him now. 15 feet inside the line. Here's Butters, sneaks a shot on Plow. Bill Butters.
That's
trying
it.
to be high. Here comes the
Yep.
We've got a wild brawl here.
I know we've played this fight. My father and I were in the Hartford Civic Center at that game.
You were at
And
that
we
game.
played this fight a
Were you
dozen
in the fight?
times. But the thing that
Not in the fight.
What needs to be mentioned is when the Hartford Whalers, or I guess the New England Whalers at this time,
Might have been the New England Whalers. Yes, 'cause it
released-
was the World Hockey Association.
released the theme song on a 45 RPM
Yeah.
record. The flip side
Yep.
was this fight.
Was the fight.
They
Play-by-play.
used this fight
Wow.
to promote their team.
And you've seen this guy.
hockey.
Anybody that's listening to my voice now, you've seen this guy. This is Bob Newmeyer.
Sure.
Bob Newmeyer primarily now works horse racing for NBC.
That's right.
Oh,
him
he's
and-
got that
He's
voice.
with Tom Hammond.
He's with Tom Hammond, and you see Bob Newmeyer. Absolutely the best hockey play-by-play guy. You have that high register voice, and it works so well with hockey. It's why they use that guy Doc Emmerich on NBC when he's doing the hockey games, because he's got that, well, there they go, all right. You need that kind of voice to get that done. Joe Beninati, another guy with a pretty high register, and those kind of guys work in hockey play-by-play.
Johnny Olson, the original announcer for The Price is Right, said the reason his voice worked so well on early television is he had a higher register, and you could hear it on a small television speaker.
Yeah, and
so it speaks to the same thing.
Well, the speed of hockey, and it lends itself to that. So, yeah. So anyway, there's a hockey game on at Jimmy's at 12:30,
fine.
and Wings. We're going to be there, and you're going to be selling me Bulls balls.
Offering them to you, yes. They're very
Jimmy's
popular in the Midwest.
It's Jimmy timing. That's the first example of Jimmy timing.
Well, it's Jimmy hangover timing, and also careful hangover Jimmy timing.
Yes.
Well, they
Sorry.
might be part of the bull. It's actually sort
No,
of
they're
a
big. They're
product.
like baseballs. Like,
Aww.
they're large.
They are the Bulls balls.
Yeah, they're
correct?
Bulls balls.
Isn't that
very
what you used to
popular. They have
say?
a lot of menus out there.
Oh, absolutely.
People used to say that when things were very popular. Those are the Bulls balls.
Yes, Rob. Back in the day when I was taking the horse-drawn carriage down to the Giants football games, I would say, Dad, if we could sit in the 8th row, that would be the Bulls balls.
We'll actually use that today.
It's going to be that.
Oh, Jimmy falling apart.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be the Bulls balls on Sunday.
It's going to be the Bulls
It's
balls.
It's going to be the Bulls balls.
I do want to. Now we will give you a commercial later in the
Oscar,
show because God knows Jimmy is a paying sponsor, and we are delighted that he is.
I paid to be here.
But if you do, I would recommend because everybody's look. It's the Super Bowl. Everybody wants a table. Now he will have standing room only, but people want to sit, especially our listeners. Didn't we find that out at the live show?
Don't take it for granted.
Right.
That's right. He's
Reservations.
reinforced all the chairs.
703-435-GYMS. That's 703-435-GYMS. And we're going to be there for our big Super Bowl party.
I'm excited because he's actually taken my second favorite food and topped it with my third favorite food, which is a hot dog with macaroni and cheese on it.
Yeah. Won't that be special?
They
really
sold
will.
that at the Seattle Stadium last week for the playoff game.
Oh, really?
Look
Those
at
are
the research that's been done.
Yeah. It's the Danger Russell Wilson. The
I would try
dangerous
that.
dog.
I would too.
I would definitely.
That's going to be a good one.
Shocker, Rob.
And all that starts today, by the
Bulletin,
way.
Rob and Mike would both try those products.
We're really letting all the cats out of the bag today.
We'll take a break. Come back with more fun and more thrills. This is the Mike O'Mara
Bull
Show.
balls.
Oh, baby, when I see your face.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by our Amazon page. Truly the best way to buy anything and everything you need. Why fight the cold weather and the rude people at your local shopping mall and or Galleria? Just go through our Amazon link for all your shopping and stay warm and happy. Our Amazon portal is the best way to easily support this show. So when you buy your Blu-rays and the machine that plays them and the TV that you watch them on, use our Amazon link.
Sure.
Buy shoes, sweaters, a warm winter coat, or if you live in a warmer climate, hearing aids. Amazon, also the best way to shop for everything that your office needs, whether it's paper clips, coffee, cleaning supplies, a new coworker. If you need it, Amazon has it. Always the doors open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Today and every day, a great way to save money and support the show. Remember, click Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com and don't be afraid to bookmark it. Let me ask Oscar Santana. Oscar?
Chess?
Are you getting any sleep? I know you've been. I can't tell you what Oscar's working on, but Oscar's been working extremely hard.
Nose to the grindstone.
I don't pull back the curtain on certain things, and I won't do that today. Let me just say that Oscar has been with the Keebler Elves, and he's working very, very
I have
hard.
to say, tip of the hat to TM Soft, and that would be Miss Katie Cole Girl and Todd Moore,
my best
CEO.
Yay.
They will be at Jimmy's this Sunday.
Yes.
As we're working hard with Free App Company to really bring what the experience that you deserve to your mobile platform in 2014. For you the listeners of the Mike O'Mara Show, and OmaraCast and Tech 4-in-1 and everybody else involved.
Listeners talked, we listened, and they're working very, very hard on that, and kudos to you.
Slept at Todd's last night.
And a lot of eggheads on this, a lot of smart people that know how to do this kind of stuff.
You sounded just like Bob Chandler from the old WGAY. We asked you what you wanted.
We asked you what you wanted. We know that we know you'd ask for the kind of music that everybody can agree on, even the boss. Jesus,
I remember hearing that.
The station there. Really, if you wanted to look at what's happened to radio in the world,
yes,
and you wanted to see the TV version of it. You want to know the personality, and there are probably 9 of these personalities now in every market. Look at a guy named Carson Daly.
Yep. Exactly.
There are 9 Carson Dalys in every market now, and that's what it is. There is nothing's going to come out of his mouth that's really going to offend anybody. Nothing's going to come out of his mouth that's really going to make you double over laughing, and nothing's going to come out of his mouth that's really all that valuable.
But he's needed at the Today Show because apparently he's the only one that can run the 10-foot iPad in the Orange Room, because they put Jenna Bush Hager in there, and you would have thought they asked her to land a jet. She was a disaster. And then you see some poor production assistant going, "You're hitting it too hard."
Well, he's on the Today Show.
Yes, every morning he's in the Orange Room.
And he hosts some different stuff, right?
Had a morning show.
Yeah, he's
left
never been
for the Today Show.
Right. He's never gotten canned over there. He's had a lifetime contract with NBC. They've moved him around. He's done whatever they've asked.
Late night show.
And, I had a very scary thought as I was watching him today. I said, is there a chance that could there be the possibility that they're going so soft news, pop culture, that they might groom him for Matt's job?
No, I think so.
No, I don't.
I think so,
when
too.
I watch, I
know who Matt's going to be replaced
I grew up with him. Like, I grew up with him going home and watching TRL.
Right.
And
I forgot he did that.
The way that...
another vanilla white bread, nothing going on. I mean, but great if you liked music, right?
Yeah.
Because he had everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. He got everybody.
And everybody wanted to be on that show.
And he didn't have to do anything.
No.
It was great.
But they'll replace Matt with Willie Geist. Because he actually has some reporting chops.
Yeah, this is true.
He started as a baby DJ when he was 16. So he was a radio guy before he got into TV.
Radio guy, and but he
at
does
K-Rock in L.A.
He fits the bill of the non-offensive radio guy, and it's just my heroes in radio. It's just it bums me out because it's just there was that wonderful period with where we had Steve Dahl.
Well, you got Regis,
and we had Howard Stern, and we had people, and you had people with edges, and just slowly but surely it went back. I never dreamed it would have gone back.
Well, that's
the other
why
way.
This type of radio that we do here, this podcast, it's on the radio.
We can talk about anything.
Yeah, that's and the people that listen. That's why you say at the beginning of your show, the people that get it. That's
do you
the
know
people
what
that understand that's not available anymore for you over the air.
Right. Because there is a mindset in that vanilla kind of radio that you will hear. There's always that filter. There's always that editor in your brain. Now, look, we all have it. Anybody that's ever been on the radio, you've had it. You have to have it. And we still do what I would venture to say is somewhat of a broadcast-friendly show. We respect the fact that we have our little affiliate in Iowa, and we like to keep the show radio formatted. So it's still back there. But with that said, we like to go, Bulls balls.
Yeah, we do.
You'd never hear those guys go. Those guys
would have been dumb.
They wouldn't respect your intelligence enough to think that you could handle that.
And you can be sort of not on the edge, but at least unpredictable without offending anyone. And I think the last great person to do it was Willard. Because Willard could be crazy, and Willard, you wouldn't know what was on his mind, but he would never offend an old lady.
When you mentioned Willard, I will tell you, when I look back at him, and we were blessed, Don and I were blessed to have Willard on the show way, way, way back. The thing about him, it's not that he ever said anything edgy. It's that he was, I don't want to use the word dangerous for Willard, but Willard had a quality about him
unpredictable.
Where you just never knew what was going to come out of his mouth.
Because a little like
they
Jonathan
finally farmed him out. Is he all done?
I think what he's doing now, and the best I can tell is they ship him to someplace in Florida. I won't mention Fort Myer, but it's someplace like
Sanibel. It's very close by,
and they have him.
He lives down there.
I think he shoots all the birthdays for the month in one day.
It's where all personalities go to die.
That's right.
Wow.
It's the trip that kills him.
It's where they all go to die.
But yeah, I think he does. He records all the birthdays in advance now.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Willard.
So I want to ask Mr. Spiewak. I want to change gears here and switch subjects here. And we are joined by Jimmy Cerrito, because Jimmy is going to be our gracious host this coming Sunday at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern, where we have our official party every year, our Super Bowl party. And I am here to tell you,
a 5th annual.
I want to keep doing that party every single year. It's a good excuse to come back and see everybody up here. And Lord knows I'm going to need those.
Were you guys invited to the Super Bowl next year? Did I hear something like that?
Were we invited to the Super Bowl?
Yes, but only if we can play.
Where did that come from? I don't know.
I heard something.
I don't know.
Something on a show a couple weeks ago.
We might have had
Vegas.
Kind of a passing, say, if you want to come out for it.
I got nervous,
but not 100%. But we would never leave Jimmy's to go to the Super Bowl.
I don't want it, Mike. I don't want to do
I'd love to do events, and I've said that's what we're going to do in 2014. But the Super Bowl,
I don't want to do it again.
Okay, good.
God, I don't. You know what? That's all right. I'll honor that, Rob.
Super Bowl at Jimmy's.
We've done it a lot of times.
That's Drek. You get lost in the shuffle. I want to go someplace where I know it was massive, but the Consumer Electronics Show, where it was kind of special, and not a lot of people that do what we do were there, and that's what I want to do. So, getting back to you, Rob Spiewak.
Yes, Mike O'Mara.
Your Facebook language.
How do you mean?
This is the time of year where, let me explain how it works.
Okay.
I am in a transition period in my life where I am leaving my home of a decade.
Of a man's life.
I am leaving my home of a decade, getting ready for this big move. There are a lot of moving parts between the show and getting the... Okay, we get that you're crying, Jimmy. Between the show and... turn his microphone down.
Just down. There we go.
Between the show and the move and everything, it's busy, busy, busy. Oscar is working very hard to kind of get the technical things done for this app that we're getting ready to launch, and so we're working very hard on that. Rob Spiewak is doing what he does, but this is the time of year, Rob, that I've noticed that you begin to retreat into your social networking habits again.
Because it's cold outside.
Well, because it's just, and the holidays are over.
True enough.
Your distractions are over. It's not springtime when your favorite amusement park opens up.
That's all the planning for Kiat 2014 has been taken care of.
It's all done.
Yeah.
The tuxedos have been ordered.
Yeah.
I want to go this year.
Cat 2014, incidentally, is going to be bigger than ever.
And you know what's great about it this year, Jimmy? Cat 2014 bi-coastal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oscar,
be huge.
Nothing wrong with that.
Did you sign on to do some hosting for
Cat? No, they haven't given me back my contract yet.
Really?
So I don't know.
And I should clarify.
Oversight on your how are the negotiations with Ricky Gervais going?
Very good. Very good. I should clarify, bi-coastal, both coasts of Florida. That's how we're doing it.
All I know is when Ricky Gervais lost the Golden Globes gig and Rob came running in here and go, he's available. We can get him.
Kit.
He's available.
Get him for Kit.
So you retreat back into your Facebooking.
Yes, and I do
You're
love it.
Passionate Facebooking.
I do love it.
You now have gone into a thing where I can't give you specifics. Maybe you can.
Like my references to Wade?
You know, you're confusing inside Tab Patterson, Patrick House jokes that I don't know what the F you're talking about.
So you read them and you're like, what?
Well, you should play more, if you were to play with more enthusiasm, you would understand the game.
Let me give you Oscar, for example.
Yes.
Does not use Facebook enough. Does not use Twitter enough.
No.
Does not socially network enough. No. And that outside of talking to him every day, that's the only way I get like insight. It's like a little secret into his soul. And I do the same thing for you. So he doesn't do it at all, and you're speaking Chinese on there. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Is it like when I post a picture that's totally
Sorry, we've run out of time. We'll discuss this when we come back.
Just below the stairs.
Man, oh man, I love telling you about my Sleep Number bed.
Yes.
I really, really, really do. I came back from the state of Florida, and I have a brand new Sleep Number bed with an adjustable setting on it that is knocking my... I don't want to use bad words.
No, this is for
the
client.
I am so impressed by that. I have literally...
Is it the Bull's Balls?
It's the Bull's Balls.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Run that right off to the client.
Look, we were playing with our Sleep Number bed last night. Now, don't read anything into this. Mrs. O'Mara and I...
How close were you able to get yourself to the ceiling?
The Sleep Number comfort setting, the controller, has two sides to it. I talk about that, where you can adjust your perfect setting of pressure for your side and your wife's side. And the nice thing about it, on this particular controller, you can name them. And you can use the names.
Oh, how nice.
So, now this is probably not what the people at Sleep Number beds are looking for, but I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you the truth, because I love my Sleep Number bed, and yes, it's used for greater sleep quality and greater comfort. That's why the Sleep Number bed allows you to sleep better together, because you both have your own sides.
Sure.
And on either side, you can label it with a name.
Okay, and did you name them just simple names or something with a little more zazz?
We had a discussion the other day about the large woman that we were talking about, that was taken out to the hospital in Houston.
Penny? Was her name Penny?
And, so Carla starts laughing, and she said, I've named your side of the Sleep Number bed, and I took the remote out of her hand, and it said Penny.
Oh no!
Your wife.
She is hysterical.
She is funny.
That's right. My 600-pound husband.
That's right. Do you want the broiled or the fried chicken sandwich? Fried.
It was fun.
Feed me.
No, it's crispy. So remember, you'll only find Sleep Number beds at Sleep Number stores. Queen mattresses start at just $699. And yes, this is something they probably don't want me to tell you about, but yes, you can play with them too and have a lot of fun in the process. Because look, life should be fun, and so that's the thing. When you get your Sleep Number bed and you've got the dual settings like we do, put a fake name in there to call your wife something.
Every girl and boy wants a toy.
Of course. Right now at Sleep Number, this is the greatest commercial they've ever had on any media outlet.
Put it on the network.
Right now at Sleep Number, take advantage of 48-month special financing on select Sleep Number beds with approved credit. This offer ends February 2nd. See store for details. Then I get into the real sell of the commercial, and I trip all over my tongue.
I think you're doing great.
Find a Sleep Number setting today at any of the 425 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. That number again is 800-511-0061. Don't forget to tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you. I love my Sleep Number bed, and you will too. Please check it out. Where were we? We were talking about your Facebook language.
And I have, for example, when I write up something and I write, say, YWAHG, Does that make any sense to you?
I would never understand that.
No, it just pisses me off.
It means yuck with a hand gesture. If it's something I truly
okay, who knows that?
Well, people actually we sort of
who knows that besides your
daughter
Patterson.
I use it's always Patterson.
It's always because Tab's the one that gets in. Oh, look! I put a picture of a stylus up. Ooh.
My dad actually did that.
Oh, he did. All right. Yes. Well, HBS, you too.
Well, he's in on it because
I do. I have tremendous esteem for your father.
He's excited that you want to sit next to him at Jimmy's.
Oh, and incidentally, the HBS pinup of the day once again. Bob Spiewak is on a total roll.
Yeah.
Let me give him. I didn't get a chance to do it yet today. Let me give him the like. There we go. We
get in trouble.
Okay.
His timeline.
Before we get to that, yuck with a hand gesture. For months, we used to type it out, and that's a tribute to my nephew Dylan because when he was a baby, if he saw something he didn't like, he'd go yuck. And he'd move his hand. It's yuck with a hand gesture for something you really don't like. But we got tired of typing out yuck with a hand gesture. So unlike LOL, we just started doing YWAHG.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here's Johnny Midnight, your friend.
Right.
Your other one that's guilty of this. This is similar to Brick. The key is to run like mischief.
What does that mean?
And then it's a link.
Yeah.
And incidentally, links. All right.
You're too busy.
2014.
Yeah.
All right. Look, people. I'm done. I'm done with your links. I don't need your links. Don't send me any more links. I can't do it. I hate to say, look, I'm not scary busy. I'm really not. But I am scary busy when I'm going through my Facebook messages, my other emails to open every single 6-hour video that you want me to see. It's driving me out of my mind.
This is where you and I differ.
Yeah,
because don't you think
I love content.
When you hit a link, Oscar, are you with me that it's like a treasure hunt?
Yeah, as long as it's
world,
not a
Jimmy.
virus.
Once again, Mike's the bad guy.
No. It's
well,
just,
no, you're busy.
You're very busy, and it's
really
just how
not.
we're different. Don't you think that
Lazy.
something on the other side of that link there might be the greatest thing ever?
Yeah, something maybe I could use in my audio vault.
Okay,
exactly.
let me ask you this.
Oh, I'm right.
Oscar's audio vault.
Now,
my favorite part of Big O and Dukes.
Well, I get like...
Hey, we're debuting it tomorrow.
This is what I get from
a lot of
Here's
links
some,
on Rob's
Here's
page.
some news you may not need. Not opening that.
Oh, I know. Okay, now granted,
Here's some news you may not
You
need.
don't want to fall into the trap where, and this is where you have in the past. And to be fair to Mike, he has been burned in the past by links because there are some links that make you authenticate through Facebook, and next thing you know, you have 20 million things connected to your Facebook page.
You have to recognize
you don't want to deal with that.
I still...
you want a nice clean link that gives you a nice YouTube video.
Yeah. Right.
You want something like that.
And 90% of the time when I'm opening these
That's
links...
not the case.
I'm exaggerating. It's not 90% of the time, but a lot of times when I open these links, it doesn't open.
Right.
Something's wrong with it.
Then you have to move on
sucks.
because you just have to keep your eye on the price. Sometimes
Send me a
there's
picture like
treasure.
this one. Now, here's something that was on your page, but this was great. Thought you would find this of interest with Mike O'Mara, so he includes me.
How nice, and I think it's nice that you and I are holding hands.
From the Facebook page, being an a-hole comes natural. And now I open this up. The world record for alcohol consumption is by Andre the Giant.
Look at
really,
him.
and that will stand at least until Sunday.
That's a fun fact.
This is fantastic. But I don't have to open a link. It's just there. The picture's there. Are you ready?
Yes.
Andre the Giant, who drank 156 beers in one sitting.
What?
Over 73 liters. 16 gallons of beer.
You just wiggle your finger.
Awesome customer.
Wiggle your finger. Yeah, Jimmy, that'd be a good day for you.
He just did the math.
Wow.
Yeah. Second place, Barb Moody.
So I'm going through. I'm going through right now.
And also, Mike, you have to, and I think people are most guilty of sending linkage in your messages. Not so much on the page, but when you go through your private messages, you have to be aware of recognizing links and knowing what to blow off.
HBS's pinup of the day yesterday was
probably
one of the finest I've ever seen.
Now, do you hate that under every pinup I write, she seems nice?
I don't read your comments. I don't read the comments. I just like it.
Okay.
I don't read anybody's comments.
He doesn't have time for that.
I just
busy.
appreciate
opening
it.
links.
Jeez.
I know.
Should know that.
But also, and I feel your frustration.
Jesus. Whenever I try to bring something up on your page, give yourself 45 minutes.
I actually looked at Rob's page for the first time in some time, and I said, "Oh my goodness, the content!
It's all ridiculous.
It's almost like you're spamming your friends."
I know
it is. It is.
I realize I'm killing you both.
It is.
But I will say this.
Do you know how much time he uses on this?
I told you early in our friendship, and I would say we're acquaintances.
Mostly we're acquaintances. Yeah.
Early in our time of getting to know each other and working together, there were days where I said, "I just got to block this guy. Like he's killing me. He's killing my feed. It's all Spiewak."
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It was Robert W. Spiewak that put this up and said, "Hi, Tab."
See, there you go.
And it was a stylist.
Yeah.
So it was your
that
father
was from
that got
CBS
involved
Sunday
too.
Morning. A great story about phonographs.
Right.
But
I'm just looking here.
See, now you're enjoying his content. You're giving him what he wants.
No, you know what? He's not. He never has.
He is. He's actually reading it.
What I'm trying to do is find the obscure stuff that I don't understand. You know,
Yuck with a hand gesture. I think is your
like Johnny Midnight writes to Rob. It's a piece of cake to make a pretty cake.
Yeah, that's from Lazy Town, where they took actually a song from Lazy Town called "It's a Piece of Cake"
I don't want
to make a pretty cake.
I don't want to hear you explain.
And then they
you explaining it makes me.
We are
more
now
frustrated.
in the Spiewak vortex.
I know, we truly are.
That's why the temperature is 8 degrees
the land
outside.
of inside, where it's just like it's almost like the Albert Brooks laugh that you hear when he goes.
Whatever mass appeal is, this is not mass appeal.
This is not. This is fun. This is not. This is micro appeal.
Yes, it is.
We're micro appeal.
We're narrow casting, but you are a guy. You're a guy that makes people laugh for a living.
I'm a guy that wants a girl. What?
You make people laugh for a living, right?
Uh-huh.
And so you understand. I know this segment hasn't been really at the top of the hit parade, but
well, you're not giving me any examples, and I knew you wouldn't.
No, I
because I knew you
yuck
wouldn't
with a hand gesture.
Okay, what about when I say TOC?
Yeah, okay.
TOC.
Okay, what is that?
Talk.
That's when I make some sort of odd sort of reference to a record, and then that applies to a statement, like an old song, and then I put TOC. It stands for True Oldies Channel, the failed example of Scott Shannon.
Oh no,
yeah,
that's tough.
What
okay.
about?
Okay, see now you're being helpful.
I used to type.
That's like falling on the grenade. That's good because I know that's hard.
I used to type out True Oldies Channel, but there's just no time. There's just no time.
There's time for you.
What about if you?
How many hours a day do you spend on Facebook?
It's open all the time. It's open all the time.
Rob, what did you do before Facebook?
I
seriously, what did you do with your time before Facebook?
I made my marriage better. I've given up on that. Facebook is so much more forgiving.
She's so lonely.
What about if sometimes I do purposely post stuff that no one will understand, like say an out of context line from a motion picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like my father wrote on my wall, but it's an example. It's the one that pops to mind. He wrote, "It's a big W, I tell you."
Yes.
Yeah.
And you see,
that's the type of stuff I'm talking about.
But what's so great about that?
Stop doing that.
No, do that, and I'll tell you why. And it goes back.
Terrible.
People that feel like they're in on a joke that no one else is, those are the people that laugh the
but you've got the same 5 people LOLing to themselves.
Bingo!
Not always.
Bingo. Of your circle of people that would get that, how many people do you
total?
What would be the total number?
Well, Jimmy got
that one.
That was a pretty
from the
easy
movie.
one. Yeah, from Mad World.
Just nurse the
My
hangover
aunt's
a
in
little
that
bit,
movie.
okay? All right.
Your aunt's in the movie?
Take care. Get hydrate a little bit. All right, thank you. What?
How about this one? How about when someone writes, "Up now, coffee soon"?
Oh, I thought that was your thing.
No, that's something I stole from a listener, Zach, because he used to write.
Because it's so scary funny. Up now, coffee soon. Oh, that is so funny.
I'm gonna borrow that from Zach.
Don't you like that one, everybody? Yeah. Up now, coffee soon.
But what we've done,
Jesus Christ.
But what we've done,
I don't think that is.
That's what I think all that crap.
What we've done is we've changed it. Ooh. So now you say, instead of like up now, coffee soon, you say like dinner now, crown soon. Or crown now, passed out soon. And it becomes sort of like a meme.
Why not YAPL?
Wow. What's that?
How about YAPL?
YAPL, what's that?
You're all pathetic losers.
That's right.
Oh, my God. You know what? It's their game, and if they want to play their game,
I know.
you should let them play their game. Yeah.
First of all, he's not going to stop playing the game because I'm talking about it.
If he wants to be dungeon master, that's fine.
And you know what? You're very right. That's what I feel like I'm the dungeon master. I'm not rolling a 20-sided die.
Good morning, y'all. It's time for me to go to my computer. Up now, coffee soon. Let's find that obscure Ida Lupino music record thing and put a verse for it on the Facebook.
But first, I'm going to go and take a picture of myself holding an album in a mirror.
I really want to. I want to stop. I want to stop talking about this, but I can't.
Why not?
Because it's too much fun.
At what time of the day do you think he puts on his invisible cloak?
You can't tell because actually, due to a scheduling mix-up, the cloak itself is invisible.
No.
Yes, it doesn't make me invisible. I know. I should have read.
How do you dry clean that?
My favorite one, Rob, was you wrote, "I hate that bird at Home Depot."
Okay, I got one for you.
Like it's flying around in the Home Depot? I do hate that bird.
Tab wrote this to you. Fat voice. What a concept. What does that mean?
That's nice. That's a link to a video of someone who has a very fat-sounding voice, and he's saying that we've been doing that for years. So he's actually giving you credit.
Oh, okay.
See, look at you. You know what you are? Ingrateful. And ingrate you are.
He's having fun now.
That's right.
Now you're part of the game.
Can I connect?
Facebook now, ingrate later.
Can I connect?
I think so. Line in.
Do we have the thing?
You want a dry board? What do you want?
I want to connect
he wants
into
his
the
thing.
board. That's what I'm trying to do, for Christ's sake.
You want your
the little nipple
to go into
Use that one.
the board.
Very good.
That's what you're looking for.
Because I'm going to play Fat Voice.
But I'm going to need it back.
All right.
No, he's going to need that back.
I'm going to need that back.
All right, here we go.
Audio now.
Audio vault later.
This is Fat Voice.
So sorry I'm late.
What's going on? Why are you talking like that?
Yeah, I have let myself go a bit, and well, my voice has got fat.
How can
It's
you
a
get
video with a
fat
bunch of
voice?
ladies talking in a bar.
Well, some people put on weight in strange places.
Okay, all right. I get it.
voice.
All right,
That's
there,
not
you get it.
bad. Is that like
you know
that?
what?
Not bad, not bad.
Here I am, but see, I would never have opened that link. I would have looked at that. I would have shaken my head ruefully, and I would have had Rob move on.
You've
and I
got
would have
a
been privy to it.
newborn. You're in the middle of a move.
Yes,
You've got a
this is
lot
true.
going on.
And you know what? To be fair, I
falling
hate
apart.
to say this. You're not falling apart. You've never looked better.
Thank you very much.
Is that opening links is part of my job description.
It is.
Because I need to stay on top of that stuff, and that's the reason why we often have stuff in the audio vault 12 hours before mainstream gets it.
So
and
true.
you know what? The people, everyone out there, I would love
It's a group effort.
when people send me stuff and I see the
Your
same video clip
Facebook-
1,000 times.
Your Facebook page is seriously like going into a fantasy land. It is like it's like going on a very joyful acid trip. I'm going through this and I'm
My
starting to
Facebook
laugh.
page-
Just all the things people send you are
Mike,
just
it
whacked
takes
out.
a village.
My Facebook page is like the store in the movie Gremlins, where he buys the gremlin.
Oh,
That's what my
yeah.
Facebook
A
page is.
mystery
You
store.
have no idea what you're going to find, and I will get a certain clip, like that fat voice. I bet I get that clip 10 more times. But
What's the great cat? What's the great? You just have a picture of great cat. Is it just a picture?
Someone was asking me to vote for a cat to be best cat in Houston.
Did you vote?
I did.
You did, of course. You know what?
Great
Get to
cat.
register first.
And my
What a nice
comment
guy.
was, great cat, because apparently it's the best cat in Houston. But if I get something 10 or 20 or 30 times, I love it because that means
I saw that.
all the listeners out there
You saw it? I think Oscar going, I've seen it already. Yeah, Mike, don't show it to me while you're grinning.
Well, because it's in my feed.
And it's just a simple
It's all
cat.
Spielak on my feed.
Oh,
but
my
the
God.
30,000
Block
people
'em.
that are out there listening to this show every day, they want to make sure we know what's going on as far as goofy tape. So
He's got
I
a point
love,
there.
I love
Got a
that they,
point there, Mike.
link me into that stuff and allows me to share it using this show as a platform. So never think twice about sending me something.
Don't let
Love
one
it.
man ruin it for everybody.
Okay.
else.
Everybody send the
Well,
fat
you know,
voice.
if Rob is the Nerdmeister,
Yes.
the Grand Dragon of the Nerds is Johnny Midnight. Seriously,
yeah, he has
'Cause
his
Johnny
followers,
writes here
too.
on Friday at 11:01 p.m. glug glug glug. Okay, Johnny writes.
That's right, single malt.
I'd like to play a game where the odds are heavily stacked, with the person holding a rectangular object made from masonry. Can you help?
Well,
Do you have any idea what they're talking about? I don't know.
No idea.
This is a
I'm out of the
callback.
loop.
This is a callback to
Something about a coffin or
calendar
something?
year 1990, when we used to have this a-hole in our dorm, and his name was David Bachman. And I had a brick as a doorstop that would keep my door open. And one time Brad said to David, he said, we're going to play a game. It's called Brick. And he says, how does it work? He says, you come here and I hit you with the goddamn brick. And so that's a reference to that, is that he's talking about playing brick.
If we didn't work together, I would hate you.
But also, no,
I
this
truly
is
would.
over 20 years ago, and it exists.
Oh, I'm jealous.
We could not be friends
You-
or associates.
You don't want to play break?
No. And I don't want to hear about that guy.
How do you win?
He was really short. Really, celebrity he most resembled Barney Rubble.
Well, it's funny, I guess. I don't know.
Keep sending them.
I never
because-
expected that segment to bring me that much joy.
Keep
but I
those
suppose
cards
it
and
did.
letters coming.
Please send that stuff to Rob. And you know what? That's really, I'm not trying to be obnoxious here, but I get a lot of personal messages. And you know what? Really, you look at my Facebook page and my Facebook timeline, it's really kind of depressing.
No, it's not.
It's more depressing than yours. Yours is just this land of the
Joy
carnival
and
and
Yeah,
circus and carnival barkers.
Mine is Fantasyland. Yours is Epcot Center.
Yeah.
It's very quiet and very
this
clean.
is the wheel.
But I'll never be able to. I will never put as much energy into it than And it's the reason you put this much into it is because it's absolutely non-productive. It does nothing for you.
Actually,
See,
it does. You missed his point.
I know because he does the audio vault and he gets stuff for the show.
Let me tell you this, Mike, and
I'll go with that.
I've never been this serious with anything or sincere that I've told you. What you put into Facebook gives you back tenfold.
You're such an ass.
Tenfold!
You are such a total ass.
Thank you. Keep those cards and letters coming.
I swear to God. And how is your new show with Katie coming?
Oh, very good. We should post this week, actually.
Really?
Yeah, if someone is interested in designing some artwork for us, please send me a message.
Yeah, they actually need some sort of graphic before we put it up there. They sort of jumped the gun because they were so eager to get into the studio together.
Well, it's not that really. Is that we discussed at the O'Mara Christmas party, and Oscar said, "Oh yeah, we'll take care of that. Just record the show." Yeah. And I guess that was an alcohol-fueled promise.
Well, here's
no, because
here's how
changed
you do
the
it.
show name. It was Cake and Cookie.
It still is Cake and Cookies.
No, it's Rob and Katie.
No, it's Cake and Cookies.
I listened to your show. Hello.
We said that.
Did they say Cake and Cookies?
Yeah.
No, we did say.
They were bitching about Cake and Cookies.
Well, that's okay. I'm fine with that. Yeah. That's cool. But they can call it whatever the hell they want. But here's the thing.
Yes.
You're responsible for getting the artwork. Send it out to your minions. He doesn't have as many. I don't have as many. Send it out today. Say, we need artwork.
That's what I just did.
What?
What's the show called?
You did it on the show.
What do you want
on
the
the
show
Facebook?
Called?
It's Cake and Cookies with Rob and Katie.
Do it on your Facebook and do it in your nice little funny way, because now I'll go to your Facebook page and I'll enjoy the evening watching all the people giving you the suggestions.
And then you'll block me.
No, I won't. No.
The sexual tension is palpable.
Is it great?
Oh, it's good.
Cake and Cookies with Rob Speed. No, you call the show. It's your show. You call it whatever you want.
Rob and Katie.
Rob and Katie?
Too close to Rob and Joe.
All right, we'll figure it out.
I like Cake and Cookies, and I'll tell you why. Because Katie hates Cake and Cookies.
Who gave it the name Cake and Cookies?
I don't know, but he might be in this room.
Okay. Did I do that?
Yes, you did.
Was I drinking?
I think you were.
Oh, fantastic. How you doing, Jimmy?
Chances are yes.
All right, we'll take a break and come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. News you may not need. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. We are very, very, very excited about the fact that we're going to be at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern for the Super Bowl. You want to join us out there? We'll be there, the whole gang, starting at 4 o'clock till the end of the game. The Red Wings versus the Capitals will be on the big screen at 12:30. And wings, 60 cents each. How did you get the wings for that deal?
We're losing our ass.
Yeah, if you don't sell too many, you might break even, right?
Foot-long hot dogs, the Dangerous dog, topped with mac and cheese, the Beast Burger, Seattle's own Red Hook IPA for you Seahawks fans. I have not made the final determination as to who I'm going to root for yet.
Wow. Are you on the fence?
I like Drab. I like Drab, the producer of the Junkies.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks because of my friend.
Because I think maybe because of Drab. That'll be who I'm.
I'm going to root for a good game.
I'm rooting for overtime. Overtime.
Jimmy, what time do you open your doors on Super Bowl
11 a.m.
11 a.m. They got the Caps game on, too, so you can hang out. His hot dogs, Jimmy's hot dogs, are the flat-out best.
Best in the world.
Whether you put mac and cheese on them or not, they are. The long dogs are fantastic. And you'll have the giant screens from Aaron's.
Aaron's of Leesburg, right up in your neighborhood. Rob.
Aaron's Rents and Aaron's of Leesburg. Fantastic operation for you. Reservations are suggested 703-435-GYMS. That's 435-GYMS, where everyone is treated like a Super Bowl MVP. We will see you Super Bowl Sunday. Be there. Get your table. Get your reservation early at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern.
From around the globe, across the nation,
thank you, Mike.
Looking through your neighbor's window. The Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need. A comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, News You May Not Need.
President Barack Obama will lay out a strategy for getting around a divided Congress and boosting middle-class prosperity on Tuesday in a State of the Union speech that reflects some scaled-back legislative ambitions after a very, very difficult year. How many of you guys are going to be watching the State of the Union?
You got to watch it. You got to watch the Barack Obama show.
I'd love to get him. Really, at this point in time, the way the dysfunction, I'd love to see him get up there and go, F you!
Yeah.
Like, F all of you.
But let's go to it, Mike.
Let's
go to our Republican strategist, Oscar Santana.
I would say it's a long shot for him to get anything done with the way Congress is. So really, I'm gonna read the Cliff Notes.
Yeah, okay.
All
right, Sean.
You and James,
Sean Hannity.
You and James
Bolivian.
Cerrito both went to the inauguration. I think you probably should go to the State
Yeah,
of the
let's go to
Union.
this.
How miserable was
I
I?
can get us some close tickets. Get us right up close.
Jimmy, you've been with me in various moments, good and bad, tons of them. We hang out a lot. We do road trips together on a scale, and you've seen me in all my many moods. At a scale of 1 to 10, what was the misery factor? 10 being the worst at the inauguration.
No, you were 12.
The 12. It was so horrible.
You sounded
I'll never
like
do that again.
You faked it good on the phone though that you were having a good time.
The only time we were happy is when we took that little ferry boat ride with Jimmy's idea from Alexandria to D.C., and that's when we thought we were getting over on everybody.
Should have did a U-turn.
Big win.
Yeah, should have done a U-turn right away.
Stayed on the boat.
It was horrible. But good luck to the president. I root for this country,
Yeah,
everybody.
clearly, yes.
Bitter cold and high winds from the Arctic push wind chills to dangerous levels across the U.S. and upper Midwest. Our friends in Iowa, I want to say, hang in there because it's nasty across the Midwest.
They're good at it, though. It's not like when it hits here and we panic. They know how to do it.
Winter storm system is forecast to move through the U.S. South on Tuesday, bringing snow, freezing rain, and high winds as bitter cold temperatures continue. They're going to get lots of snow in, like, North Carolina.
New Bern, I think they said, is going to get like 7 inches, and they haven't had that much snow in 30 years.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Chicago, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, and other parts of the upper Midwest are forecast to have a second consecutive day of sub-zero high temperatures.
Yikes.
Scary. Really.
I'm from Buffalo, and this is cold.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
The number of passengers and crew who fell ill aboard a Royal Caribbean cruise ship climbed to more than 600 on Monday.
That's right.
Many of them vomiting and suffering diarrhea. Sound effects for your entertainment. The updated sick count aboard the Explorer of the Seas. The updated sick count aboard the Diarrhea of the Seas, which cut short its cruise and was expected in New Jersey Wednesday, is more than double the 300 originally thought to have been felled by the gastrointestinal illness.
I haven't seen nausea like that since I saw George Wallace in Vegas.
Hey, why? I want to tell you.
That's wild.
Pete Seeger, Rob.
I know. I'm sorry, Mike.
He's gone.
Yes, he is.
He helped create the modern American folk music movement. He co-wrote enduring songs like If I Had a Hammer. In turn, became a leading voice for social justice. Always kind of had a quiet dignity about it. Not a quiet dignity, a loud dignity.
And the fact is that he was sort of his peaceful demeanor. He ushered in protest and folk music in the 60s. A lot of people didn't realize it was happening because of the way he did it, and he helped change the way we thought.
He was variously hailed in social and traditional media as a hero, America's conscience, and a man of the people. We need more people like
And
Pete
you know what
Seeger.
else he wrote? A big hit for the Birds.
Wow.
That's cool. And I believe this is essentially, is it Ecclesiastes from the Bible? It's a scripture, but he set it to music, did a wonderful job.
Did he
with
do
it.
the whole world in my hand?
I got the whole world.
No, he did This Land Is Your Land.
This land is your land.
That's the one
This
he
land
did.
is your land. Right. This land is my land. Okay.
And his brother Bob was also great.
Bob Seeger.
I thought they were related.
His gritty younger brother.
His gritty, Detroit-sounding younger brother. No relation. Only kidding.
Here we are on the road again. Anyway, methane gas from 90 flatulent cows exploded.
Bull's balls.
Boy, this should have been the vignette. You and I could have gone to town on this.
Yes, you bet.
Methane gas from 90 flatulent cows exploded in a German farm shed.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
You know, I know we really have 15 more minutes of show, but good night.
Damaging the roof and injuring one of the animals. Police said.
Oh, no.
There's our audience right there.
I love it.
High levels of the gas had built up in the structure in the central German town of Rosdorf.
Did anybody tape it?
Then a static electric charge caused the gas to explode with flashes of flames.
Wow.
One cow...
Yes.
I'm not making it up. One cow was treated for burns, a police spokesman.
Wow. Medium rare. Yeah.
The cow is burned.
Wait till I tell my brother.
We must put salve. We must put salve all over the cow.
If you don't have any salve, I would also have a bottle of Avon.
What is the smell in that barn? Someone open a door. Oh, my. Yeah, where's my Where is my cigarette? There is einen Zigarettenleiter. Lindsey Vonn won't be hitting the slopes for the Winter Games in Sochi because of a knee injury. She will be you'll be able to see plenty of her on NBC. She got hired by NBC.
Did you see her this morning?
Yeah, but she seemed bored and disinterested petting her dog.
I
right?
wasn't bored and disinterested that she was wearing shorts. Boy, those are some legs.
She's got some great legs.
Oh, my God. When
She
they went to
truly
a tight shot of her face, I screamed. I said, no!
Yeah.
Come back! Pull back, please!
She kind of looks like a kitty cat. Kitty cat. Vonn has been hired by NBC
Tanya Harding legs.
to serve as a correspondent during the Olympics in Sochi. She has competed in 3 different Olympiads, so Sochi would have been her fourth. She partially tore the ACL in her right knee in November and re-injured in December to knock her out of the competition. NBC knows she's one of the most popular and well-known Winter Olympians, which is why they want her being part of the coverage.
She tore her ACL, and then she broke my heart.
Hey, baby!
You know what's kind of creepy is when you look for Lindsey Vonn in Google, and it gives you like recommendations, right?
Right, sure.
You got Lindsey Vonn feet. That's the first thing that comes up.
Her legs are very popular.
Yeah, but I'm not into feet. I like the legs.
She's definitely
lots of pictures of her feet.
She's very
weird.
interesting.
Into that.
Show me the sexiest picture you have of Lindsey
Okay,
Vonn.
I'll bring it up as you move along.
Because Lindsey Vonn
here we
is somebody that she can be like, she's super hot. She's got great legs. I mean, she's got athlete's legs.
Yeah.
She's got to go. She's in the downhill.
And a wonderful sense of humor.
Did she not seem like she was kind of out of it this morning?
Yeah, I think she was tired, and maybe she's on some meds.
Maybe the ludes.
Yeah, the pain meds.
Yeah.
And finally, a little something. Spencer Toner is 79 years old.
Yes, he is.
Now, I want to tell you, where I am down in Florida, the town next to me is called Bonita Springs.
Okay.
Spencer Toner was caught red-handed in a McDonald's parking lot watching porn and doing that thing. A witness reported the Bonita Springs, Florida man
he's a neighbor
on Thursday for allegedly viewing pornographic photos on his laptop.
It was Lindsey Vonn's feet.
While children were around.
Oh,
no. Toner. Hey, we're out of toner.
Obviously not.
Toner reportedly closed his laptop and rolled down the window when a deputy knocked on it. The deputy said Toner's pants were unbuttoned and there was a white rag between his legs. Sorry.
Okay.
Just the messenger.
Can you go back to the cow story,
Sorry
please?
about that.
That was funner.
Toner told the deputy he was homeless and living out of his car. He said he was at Mickey D's to get a bite to eat.
Yeah.
No word on what the hell was that?
I don't know. I think Mr. Toner
Was that a
stopping
siren?
by.
It might have been a siren.
God, it sounded like an animal or something like that.
No, definitely a siren.
Like there's an elk in your front yard.
Okay.
Is that an elk? There's a bull.
Anyway, this guy Toner said he was just at the Mickey D's to get a bite to eat. No word on whether or not he ordered a vanilla shake.
There we go. Yeah, that kind of humor.
Every day.
We'll take a break. Come back with the magic audio of Rob Spiewak and his Facebook page right after this.
I like this song.
It's a great song.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment is brought to you by Inova Blood Donor Services. Are you a blood donor who lives in the D.C. metro area? Then chances are you donate with Inova Blood Donor Services. We've worked with them before as part of their charity hockey classic, and we are excited to share this with you. Good guy Chris Yoko, a wonderful friend of the Mike O'Mara Show, is a blood donor with Inova, and he has built an app for his fellow donors. The app is called Inova Blood Donor. Doesn't get more simple than that. Get it right now. It's available for iPhone and Android. You can also find it at Inova Blood at InovaBlood.com. The app is simple to use and makes it easy to set reminders for when you're eligible to donate again. Find the blood drives closest to you. Get directions to drives, and even quick links that allow you to book and manage your appointments online. Now, if you're a blood donor in the D.C. area, we'd love for you to download the app and use it to help you find a blood drive. Maybe this weekend. If you're a first-time donor, it's a great place to get started. The app is called Inova Blood Donor, and it's the iTunes App Store and Google Play Market. That's where you can get it, or you can go to InovaBlood.com. Please check it out today and donate soon.
Just real quick, when Robert went through his treatment, one thing we never had to worry about is the fact there was always blood for him when he needed it.
Because of these people.
And it's because of Inova. So if you have some blood to give, if you have some time to give, you feel great when you do it. Please give blood.
Excellent idea. Fantastic. Without further ado, let's get to the Audio Vault with Rob Spiewak.
Now, we're all looking ahead to the presidential election because we know that there's many things that can happen. And no matter who is the candidate, I think one thing that's important, and we learned this in this new MIT documentary that we talked about yesterday, you have to be relatable. You don't have to necessarily be a person of the people, but you have to find yourself relatable. I'm not sure that Hillary did that when she said she hasn't driven a car in 16 years. Yeah, here's Hillary Clinton at, I believe it was an automotive manufacturer conference. Yeah, pretty much, but for different reasons, I think.
I've always enjoyed stories about cars and adventures, and I have to confess that one of the regrets I have about my public life is that I can't drive anymore. My husband thinks that's a blessing, but he's the one who should talk. Last time I actually drove a car myself was 1996, and I remember it very well, and unfortunately so does the Secret Service, which is why I haven't driven since then.
I think she covers it by...
fair. That's
I think
fair.
she totally
She
covers...
like
I suppose. I mean, when you
No.
think... look, the Secret Service, she was the first lady, and then she became a senator, then she became... You know, but I think that's how she covers it, by mentioning the Secret Service.
And apparently Bill not a great driver either.
How you doing?
Maybe a lot of looking down to the side.
Wouldn't that be weird
Bill-
to see that, though?
Bill not a great driver, according to Hillary.
Wouldn't that be
Probably
weird?
a great driver when he needs to be.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
If I
Yellow Lamborghini.
Seeing any president drive would be weird.
It would be very, very
Well, in
strange.
any situation. Like, remember when it was a big deal that
just cut me off.
the first George Bush said that he had never seen a grocery store scanner?
Right.
But think about this. I just saw the president. Where? Grocery store?
Grocery store.
It would be very, very strange.
Yeah, I think the fact that she brought the Secret Service into it,
Right.
and it was self-deprecating, she covers her ass.
Let's talk Super Bowl. I hope everyone has a great time at the game, and there's nothing to worry about, according to Ed Hartnett, who is running the Super Bowl security. Nothing to worry about except...
If you had to list the top 3 concerns for law enforcement right now, what would they be? I would list them in priority order, being a suicide bomber, a vehicle laden with explosives, and a mass shooter or mass shooters similar to the Kenyan Mall or the Mumbai incident.
So have fun at the game.
Better just to go to Jimmy's.
Can I ask this question? What the F are we doing? Well, are we seriously between Sochi and I put this on my show prep today because we didn't get a chance. We should. You know what? We're not going to do it now. We're going to do it tomorrow. I want to have a talk about it because I wrote this down today. And the question I asked everybody, I said, are we seriously trying to promote potential terror
Exactly.
attacks?
That's what I thought.
Are we wishing for it?
No.
These ass.
Don't say it.
God, I'm so pissed off.
And also,
at that.
Mike, while you're having fun at the game, keep in mind that MetLife Stadium, 2/3 of it is surrounded by swampland.
New Jersey State Police will be on the water because the stadium is surrounded by a swamp where a terrorist could hide.
Why are you even doing that story?
So here you go. If you're a potential terrorist, we're going to list the things they're most worried about, which would tell you these are the things you really want to try.
Exactly.
God, I'm so sick of this crap. Honest to God,
You don't
idiots.
even need to watch the game though, because I can tell you how it's going to end.
Filling airtime. I swear to God, what a bunch of crap.
I can tell you how the game's going to end if you want to know.
Sure.
Denver will win 31-28 in overtime.
Okay.
Really?
Because
I like it.
they ran the simulation on Madden 25.
Like overtime.
And that's how it finishes out. And
Man,
actually,
an overtime game would be amazing.
And Madden game has predicted the last 8 of 10 Super Bowls accurately.
The Seahawks would head into overtime with the momentum and the ball. But the Denver defense had other ideas.
And they sack him on 3rd down, and they force the quick 3 and out.
If Peyton Manning was going to cap his historic season and enhance his legacy, now was the time.
As it so often does, it'll come down to the special teams.
Is that Nancy?
Right here. Right on the money. The Lombardi Trophy heading back to Denver.
So I'm very, very curious to see if any of those
I can't wait
facets
to
are
watch.
true. But that makes you something to root for.
Yeah,
right?
a little, sports talk for you right now, but I think one of the things that bodes for a very, very good game is the fact that these are defensive powerhouses with great explosive pass offenses.
Should be fun.
So I think it's going to make the only way these guys are going to do stuff is with the long game and the long ball, and I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good Super Bowl.
This video, I'm so glad I snagged this audio yesterday because as of this morning it was pulled by the Grammys because it had actual Grammy footage. But what some guy did is took Lord's performance and overdubbed him singing and said, "This is Lord without auto-tune." And what was great is there were comments under it. Some people actually bought it, but I love the way the guy made it because it was perfectly matched to her singing.
Never seen a derby in the flame. Come on to the radio, some Murphy. I'm not pretty man.
So essentially, it's Paul Schaefer's Cher impression. What it is.
Let's turn it down.
Is it Paul Schaefer doing it?
No, but that's what the guy's voice essentially is.
So funny.
Black Sabbath got a Grammy.
So there's that. Also,
Jimmy wanted to say that Black Sabbath got a Grammy.
First time ever.
Yeah, and they also screwed up introducing Ringo Starr, which is understandable because who's ever heard of him?
Ozzy was starstruck.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He was nervous.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ozzy has like the
That's his
little
idol
thingy going down with his hand.
I saw the best tweet come out after.
That's why he needs medicine.
After that introduction from Black Sabbath to, which was basically Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney. You sit there and I'm looking at the tweets and it says, "This is why you shouldn't do drugs, kids. This is why."
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's it.
What made me laugh with that introduction was, look, not funny to
Poor
see
Ozzy.
anybody, poor Ozzy,
yes,
but to watch the other bandmates that are just looking at me.
They tried to help him through it.
Yeah, they didn't know they were laughing at him.
They were like, "This
They
is
were
what we
laughing at
do.
him.
This is what we've been doing our entire lives."
This is it, Ozzy.
I think they read whatever he was supposed to read.
No, they did.
Oh, they ruined it for Ozzy.
No. What it looked like the shorts with Mo and Larry after Curly had the stroke. Is what it looked like.
Sabbath.
As we proceed, everybody making great strides in the legislation of marijuana. Let us conclude with Conan O'Brien.
Last week, a New Jersey state senator said he will introduce a bill to legalize marijuana in New Jersey. Today, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie promised to veto it, saying, "You do not want to see me get the munchies."
That's your Magic Audio Ball. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.
Thank you, Rob. That's it. We got to get out of here. Jimmy Cerrito, we will see
Yay,
you
Jimmy.
Super Bowl
Rocky
Sunday.
Mountain oysters.
The real thing. I mean, he's going to have
Big
the real
sell.
thing at Jimmy's. It should be a lot of fun.
Thank you. See you
and
then.
the whole gang will be
Thanks
there
for having
starting
me today.
after 4 o'clock at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern. Make your reservation. Do it today. For all technical support questions regarding the Mike O'Mara Show, please contact our man, Tony Bloom.
Daddy Bloom.
Ponyboy at MikeO'MaraShow.com. That's his address. All correspondence for our show can be sent to TMOS, Box 3, Manassas, Virginia 20108. And our e-voice line is open now at 800-440-8167. For Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana, this is Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Never seen a derby.